Me? I don't think so, James. I went above your head. I put you in your place because you might rep right guard, but Todd is Mr. Right Guard. He's your boss. You answer to Todd. And you found out the hard way when I told you at the beginning of the show that I have a big surprise for you. So, James, I don't know if we've seen the last of you or not. All I know is, in your case, you better hope so, because the next time you show up on my show, you will do my bidding. Understand that? You will do my bidding. Jamie Sparling, did we not try to help who? Are we still talking about you and Jamie? Are we still talking about that right now? Casey Danzig? Who's lost? David Holliday? He might have been lost, but I found him. I grabbed David Holliday, and I reminded him who he is. I reminded him that he's a thoroughbred. I reminded David Holliday that he's a thoroughbred. Do you understand that? That he can run without taking a sip of water or taking a break. Because when you're on 7 days a week and you've got the verbal stamina, you know how to identify talent. David Holliday is talent. Casey, I know why you're upset. You're upset because David Holliday told you that he could ride solo, that he doesn't need a co-host. Because when he gets anointed as the king of the green room, I will take a step back and let him run the show solo. I will be an ally behind the scenes. I will be the Henry Kissinger of David Holliday. I will be the Henry Kissinger. And if you know your history, guys and gals, Henry Kissinger, we all know, he advised many presidents and commanders-in-chief. I will be David Holliday's Henry Kissinger. And speaking of kiss-inger, you can kiss your would-be husband goodbye. Bye. Drunk with power. I don't know about that, Mike. Mike, we talk about road to recovery, Mr. Drosy. You know I live a clean lifestyle. For you to use that term, are you out of your mind, Mike Drosy? What's the matter with you? Mike, come on, Mike. I gave you the ground floor, man, of WWAB. You got the ground floor. You don't have to walk all the way upstairs the way some people do. And, you know, it's exhausting to do that. It's good cardio. But I gave you the ground level floor of the WWAB palace that we have. You've got a spot. Nobody else has that, Mike Drosy. You should be sitting on cloud nine. Yeah, you should. Elvis, would you have the Jesse the Body Ventura as a co-host here in the podcast? If Jesse wants to come on down, we could talk to Jesse. We could talk to him. I don't do conspiracy theories. I'm a conspiracy realist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy realist. Absolutely. Casey, history is paved with fallen kingdoms and dead kings. Absolutely, you're right about that. But David Holliday's oh so alive, isn't he? He's oh so alive. And he's going to be here for a long, long time. King David is going to take his crown. Jamie, what did you do, Jamie? Jamie, what did you do over here? Jamie, I like you, man. You're a martial arts instructor. You help out all the young students out there and motivate them. But what do you know about David Holliday? You haven't seen this guy in how many years? You guys did your little play Private Wars. I get that. That's great. That's awesome, Jamie. But right now, it seems like the only person that has a private war is you. You have a private war with yourself because you can't stomach the fact that David Holliday is rising to the top. David Holliday is bypassing Howard, and I'll talk about him in a minute. He's bypassing Mickey, who's going to be a locked-up criminal. Don't worry, Mickey Doyle. I just Googled something for you. I YouTubed prison food recipes, which I think will help you when you're locked up. And we throw away that proverbial key, Mickey Doyle. Oh, Jesse on Dell's show would be great. I don't know what you mean. Dell's show? You mean Unmasking the Truth with Del and Avi? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're trying to say? I'll debate Jesse. I'll debate Jesse Ventura on any topic that he wants to talk about. I'll debate Jesse Ventura on U.S. history, foreign policy. Man, the kid gloves are going to come off eventually, guys. I will wow you with my intellect. I will mow you with my intellectual superiority. I will wow you with my knowledge. But I choose not to because I'm a team player. But Del Wilkes knows his stuff. Del Wilkes, to me, this guy is the professor of current events. He knows his stuff. And that's why Del Wilkes and I do Unmasking the Truth. And he unmasked the truth on your show, Road to Recovery, Mike Drosy. He unmasked the truth when he showed up and revealed that David Holliday was by his side. I'll show you the video, guys. Guess who showed up to the palatial estates of one David Holliday? The Patriot Del Wilkes, a brother of WWAB. the Patriot Del Wilkes was driving along, cruising around South Carolina, knocks on Holiday's door. David opens up the door and says, hey. Now, he didn't say, whoa, Del. He didn't do that. Mike, you know what he said? Of course. You've come to your senses. Come on inside. David Holiday knew that eventually, one by one, all of my co-hosts would find out what they already knew but didn't acknowledge, is that this is a guy that's going to lead us into the future. David Holiday. That's the guy. They found out. Will I ever run for office and put those millionaires in Washington in their place on both sides? No, because I don't want to have white hair. I've got nice, pristine, beautiful hair, Elvis Martinez. And you know what? I like that question a lot. But just like your namesake Elvis, I've got the do. I don't want to lose the do. I want to keep the do. The do's funky. The do's nice. I got some great hair, and I'm going to keep it nice and blonde and brown. Dirty blonde. I'm not going to get a gray. If I ran for office, it'd be gray. I don't want to look wrinkled. I got great skin. Politics? Nah. Besides, I wasn't anointed. To play the political game, you've got to be part of the club. I'm not part of the club. You know what that means when you're part of the club? It means that you were touted the way a sports athlete was touted as a prospect when you're young. A political prospect is part of the good old boys club. Whether it's north, south, it doesn't matter. Republican, Democrat, you've got to be part of the club if you're running for office. We found that out with Trump. He wasn't part of the club. We found that out, whether you like him or not. We're not talking politics, but he wasn't part of the club. Did not fit, so he must have quit. Shannon was going to play a drinking game. Every time David Holiday's mentioned, take a shot. Hey, Shannon, listen, man, I don't know what you're talking about here, shots, and the only shot I'm going to take is take a shot at you. Nobody wants to hear you and defending Mickey Doyle. Shannon Revell, let me tell you something. When you come up here to New Jersey from Australia, you got a problem with me, Shannon Revell. You know that? You're representing a man that doesn't respect women like Mickey Doyle. You're representing a man that doesn't respect anyone but himself, and he's going to get locked up. And I'm tired of looking at James. Why do I have his photo up here? There we go. That's a photo. Isn't that a moment we can all take in and capture and adore? Snapshot this. On a Monday, you got to admit, weekends are difficult for everybody. But when you're looking at this for 60 to 90 minutes on a Monday, that's what you need to pick you up. I'm your pick-me-up on Mondays, guys and gals. Some more comments over here. Palatial estate equals mom's basement for David Holiday? David Holiday does not. Shannon Revell, I know what you're doing. David Holiday does not. David Holiday has his own place, Mike Drosy. You know why? Because David Holiday has toured the world. He's a Broadway actor. He's got chops. Oh, yeah. He's the real deal, Mike Drosy. He's the real deal. Avi, well spoken. Thank you so much, David. Thank you. Talent recognizes talent, so thank you. You're a talented man as well. Very funny man. Very comical human being. Steven, big hair. Steve, thank you. Big Steve hair. The dew is nice. Thank you. And you know what, man? Steve, thank you for joining us last Wednesday. Guys, Steve Tracy and Paul Roma, Maintaining the Truth. Last Wednesday, what a show it was. And Shannon Revell was there as an unsung hero. We honor Shannon for what he's done as a firefighter. And before that, Stephen Tracy showed up. And Stephen Tracy runs PAPW with Paul Roma, Mario Mancini, and Paul Perez. We will be seeing Paul Perez this Wednesday on Maintaining the Truth, another of the PAPW brethren. He will be joining. And Steve, what a funny, talking about funny, you automatically, within 20 minutes of gracing us with your presence, were one of the funniest people I ever met. You are hilarious, my friend. Hilarious. And you're also a great, upstanding human being. For what you do, for charity and everything else, man, I salute you, and I hope you had a great new year. And we will be seeing you soon also. Soon we're going to have a PAPW conference. And on Bill DeMott and Avi Klein's Face Value last Tuesday, guys, we had a year-end review show. We talked about all of our guests. We spoke about who showed up last Tuesday on Face Value. And tomorrow on Face Value, we have a surprise guest. We're going to be talking about moving forward, a fun game. Mr. Holiday will grace us with his presence. And Bill DeMott, in case you didn't get the memo, changes lives. Bill DeMott will talk to you about anything. Sports, pro wrestling, that's what we do. We're wrestling with anything but, guys. We're wrestling with anything but. The number one related podcast that covers everything under the moon. That's us. And Bill DeMott, Love this guy. He stands for something. And I want you to check out his foundation, the Carry On DeMott Foundation. Very important. Bill DeMott is on with myself at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesdays. Ray Lloyd will be on with me every Tuesday, including tomorrow, Breaking the Ice, 12 noon. We might have a special guest as well. I might be wearing these. You see those? You see these? Whoa. 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 These are my Glacier Blue shades. Maybe I could put them on my head now a little bit. There we go. How about that look? Yeah, it's looking pretty good, right? Oh, man. Glacier makes you feel like you're on cloud nine, man. Glacier's a great guy who motivates people. He's a wrestler, an actor, a director, a writer. He does it all. He will be on with myself at 12 noon Eastern Time tomorrow. We're still on. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot more news. No. Stay. Don't go. Stay. There's more. Wednesday, Maintaining the Truth, Paul Roma, Avi Klein, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. On Thursdays, W. Hellframer, Ron Morocco, and Avi Klein for Making Waves. Don's Theater, where we pull up old matches and speak about them and have fun games. And on Friday, Road to Recovery, another guest, another fun game. What a game we played on Road to Recovery. The last 3 weeks, a lot of improv-based games, because Duke Drosy has quite the talent as well as an actor. And on Saturday, Don Morocco showed up on the Green Room last Saturday. He was one of the witnesses in Mickey's trial. It's not going to help Mickey. Sorry. Not going to help Mickey Doyle. Sorry. And on Sunday, on Masking the Truth of the Patriot, Del Wilkes and Avi Klein, what a show we had yesterday. We spoke about everything under the moon as well. This date in history, we had a lot of fun. Sports, football. We talked about pro wrestling. We talked about the economy. We talked about current events. That's a podcast where the truth never escapes. The truth is held tight within our hands as we speak and uncover it every Sunday and delve deep into the truth. That's what we bring to you guys and gals. We're here every day. So we got great shows coming up. I have an announcement coming up as well, which is awesome. It's always good to have announcements. I know you guys have heard about us on Spotify. Yes, we're on Spotify now as well. You type in WWAB Podcast. We're on Spotify, but we're also on other pages also. Very soon this week, you'll hear about other pages and platforms that we're on. We're doing great. There is a very, very world-renowned podcasting network that is interested in all of us. JC Farina, I'm hosting a Green Room party. Do it, man. Do it. Because after the trial of Mickey Doyle, there will be the trial of David Holliday coming up. But I don't think that you're going to... If you're looking for a guilty verdict, if you're looking for something that's a bit... I don't know, a bit. If you're a bloodthirsty viewer that wants to see somebody found guilty, David Holliday will not be found guilty. No, he will be found innocent. Eric John, right guard, cares about sales, so they must care about the amount of viewers to the WWE. That Mickey, what? Another Mickey Doyle guy. Eric John, let me tell you something. Mickey Doyle can't stay up till 1 a.m. You want this guy to host the Green Room? This guy needs his Ovaltine. This guy needs to make sure that he's tucked in by, I think, 6. Unreal. Having some mic issues over here.